Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have some topics to cover, as three-time Grand Slam singles champion Naomi Osaka recently did the Ask Me Some Questions thing on IG, where she revealed some personal stories about Eminem's music, and there's more to this which I'll get to later. And we also have a more recent study that confirms what most fans have known about Eminem for over a decade now. And we'll end it with facts that reveal Eminem's love in Middle Eastern/North African countries. As we dive in, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll start with Osaka, and recently on IG in the Q&A exercise, she was asked, "You have a favorite Eminem song?" And she responded with Spacebound and explained, "I designed whole dream scenarios for this song, and I would check in and out of it every night, trying different approaches for my character that I made specifically for that universe. I might be biased, but I think it's a really good song." Now, before we get to some reactions to her choice for Best Eminem Song, it's quite interesting because she is currently in a relationship with rapper YBN Cordae, who has pointed to Eminem as one of his major influences coming up, and even Eminem has had positive things to say about him, like this for instance with Lil Wayne.
YBN Cordae.
Oh, now you gotta give him an ear. They got these new artists that you actually, you gotta let them know. You gotta give them an ear. Now you can't just hear him. You gotta listen to him. He be spitting.
To me, he's so young still. Like I feel like
yeah.
He keeps getting better every song. It seems like.
And if you've been following this channel, you know that I rate Spacebound as a top Eminem song not just from Recovery but overall. And on IG, a user reacts to her choice stating, "Spacebound is goated if you understand and relate to the song, but then I guess that applies for every song in a different way. Anyway, Spacebound is my personal top 3. And this user sums it up nicely. It comes down to the individual as always, and a few people actually agree with her take. One of the best songs he's ever made in my opinion." Moving on, the fact stockpile in favor of Eminem keeps growing by the day, like we didn't have enough before. And we have another recent study that reveals a strong connection between motivation and Eminem, but as expected, detractors still made a fool of themselves in reaction to this study, which I'll get to in a bit. So TSW recently published a study about the top inspirational songs, and from the report it states, "To do this, we analyzed over 2,500 Spotify playlists to reveal the inspirational songs and artists that leaders listen to the most. We searched Spotify to find out which song and artist appear most in user-created playlists whose title featured the keywords inspirational, motivational, and leadership. And Eminem takes the crown in both most inspirational song with Till I Collapse and also most inspirational artist overall, and this echoes studies that date as far back as 17 years ago. From 2003, for instance, a Guardian article states, "Eminem tops League of Inspirational Music for Footballers," and check this out. According to Neil Todd, the music psychologist from Manchester University who conducted the survey, Eminem is the perfect choice to get the edge over the opposite team. And to this day, nothing's changed. And under a popular post about this on Facebook that states, "Eminem is the king of motivation and inspiration," users reacted as expected. One states, "I listen to some of M's music, and I know for a fact that he's a genius on that mic, but the motivation and inspiration, hell nah." So a study based on actual data from listeners gets thrown out the window because of IMO, and this buffoonery continued. Another user adds, "UK probably never heard Cole and Kendrick albums before, but I got time today." So let's head to a similar study, but this time from the United States from December 2020, and in this one, Lose Yourself is top 5, and Eminem appears twice in the top 50 as Till I Collapse also made the cut. Upon checking a couple of times, there were no songs from J. Cole or Kendrick, so I guess Americans haven't heard of them either. But it wasn't all stupidity in the comments, a user breaks it down. Well yeah, dude came from absolutely nothing to become one of the world's hugest rap artists, never lost sight of where he came from, never lost sight of his family or those who supported him. Yeah, pretty freaking inspirational and motivating. And another adds, "It is true. You can argue all you want, it is the truth." Moving on, the quote-unquote "no one listens to Eminem" rhetoric is certainly on its deathbed right now, as Chartmasters recently dropped some Spotify data for MENA countries, and it states, Spotify just launched new charts for several MENA countries dating back to 2018. Naturally, we went through them and found the top weekly album debuts there. In Morocco, Eminem Music to be Murdered By is number 4. Egypt, Eminem has the top debut. Saudi Arabia, Eminem is number 5, and some reactions prove why facts like these are important to guide people from making baseless claims. Eminem is number 1 in Egypt, to which a user reacts, "I'm from Egypt and just noticed now that Eminem is so popular here," to which a user adds, "Same, I didn't even know that." And this exchange proves why statements like quote-unquote "the hood doesn't listen to Eminem" reeks of ignorance, because how exactly do they know that without actual data to back up the claim? Comment below and see you on the next one.